Okay, so in the last question, we learned that to find the slope of the line, it's our vertical distance over our horizontal distance. So it shows us here that our vertical distance is 6 and our horizontal distance is 2. So if I do 6 divided by 2, what does that equal? Or I can see that 2 goes into both of these, so I could divide the top and the bottom by 2. And whenever I do that, 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. So 3 over 1 is the same thing as 3. So on this question, the slope of the line is 3. So on this one, it says, what is the constant of proportionality for the table? So if I'm looking at the constant of proportionality, that's how I get from x to y. So what do I multiply to get from x to y? So I know that 3 times 4 equals 12. So in this case, 4 would be my constant of proportionality, but I need to make sure that that's what I multiply by every time. So does 9 times 4 equal 36? Yes, it does. And does 21 times 4 equal 84? Yes, it does. So in this case, my constant of proportionality will be 4 because that's what I multiplied by to get from x to y each time. So now let's look at the last one. The last one says, does the table show a proportional relationship? So to see if it has a proportional relationship, it needs to have a constant of proportionality. So if I multiply by the same number to get from x to y every time, that means it will have a proportional relationship. So if I multiply by a number to get from x to y, that means I would be dividing if I go from y to x. So I'm going to do y divided by x and see if I get the same number each time. So if I do 4 divided by 22, and then I'm going to do 8 divided by 46, and then 10 divided by 58. And if I get the same number each time, that means it is a proportional relationship. If it's different, that means it's not proportional. So let's go ahead and do 4 divided by 22. 4 divided by 22, if you put that into your calculator, you would get 0.18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18. It repeats, so 0.18 repeated. Now, if you do 8 divided by 46, that equals 0.1739, and it keeps going. So right there, I can see that that's not the same thing, right? So that means it's not going to be proportional, but let's go ahead and do the last one. So 10 divided by 56 equals 0.1785, and it keeps on going too. So none of these numbers are the same. And since it's not the same, that means that it doesn't have a constant of proportionality, which means that it is not proportional. So our answer here is no. While they might be close to each other, they're not the exact same number, so that means that they're not proportional.